I bought an international trip for me and my boyfriend, but he's not excited about it.
Then give it to me.
There you go. Hand it over. So for one of my boyfriend's Christmas presents, I revealed that I have bought us a 10-day holiday to Italy for his 40th birthday. It's 5 days in Rome and 5 days by Lake Garda in some lush accommodation, and have even bought us business class tickets.
Dang,
man.
I want to go.
It's crazy. By the way, this comes from Deleted, and if you want to submit your own stories, just go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So he has only traveled outside of the UK twice in his life, and during a conversation ages ago, he let it slip that Italy is on his bucket list and that he really wants to start going on holidays outside of the UK. The problem is, however, that when he was told about his present, he seemed really underwhelmed by it. I'm not sure if it's me needing to adjust my expectations, but he just gave such an unenthusiastic, monotoned, "Okay, thanks, that's great," and said no more. That is upsetting.
I would be pissed.
Yeah, what? Later on, I tried making conversation to build up some sort of enthusiastic response, but he just didn't respond with any sort of joy. It always seems to happen if I get excited about something, he just becomes non-responsive or feels like he needs to bring me down to earth. But I don't understand why he's doing this when I got him something he only dreamed of being able to do. I asked what he would like to see or what food he is looking forward to trying, and he just shrugged and said, I don't know. Or when I said what I've seen before, how awesome places like Pompeii are to visit, he just gives basic platitudes of, and doesn't even look up from his phone. The thing is, his favorite dessert is tiramisu, and he loves pizza, yet he just seems so disinterested and is completely just not engaged in any conversation about Italy at all. I don't understand it all, and now I feel stupid for being so excited. It's honestly really upset me, as I put so much effort into all of this, and I don't make a lot of money. I work part-time and I am on disability benefits. So I had to save up for so long to get this for him. I'm going to try and calm down a bit and talk to him this evening, but I just wanted to know beforehand if I'm thinking about this the wrong way before I do. So there are some comments. Logical Wasabi 7402 says, "Hey, I noticed you weren't very happy about the gift I got you. Can you tell me why?"
Exactly what I was going to say. Talk to your husband.
Yeah.
Say, hey, not like this, but like, what's up with the reaction? You know?
Yeah.
Just have that conversation, because a good relationship is nothing without communication.
Exactly. OP responds, "Yeah, I'm going to talk about it later," and was essentially going to ask this, but I wanted to see if there were things I hadn't considered so I can go into the convo even more open-minded. Not for a common Tinogu, whatever that is. I'm going to talk about it later. Shame you didn't talk about it before. I hope it's refundable. Fluffy Puppy says, "Just saw OP's history that her boyfriend broke up with her 2 months ago."
Oh.
Whoa, is that a spoiler for an update?
No, I think like 2 months before this post, he had broken up and maybe they got together.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
That
you're
would
probably
be
already on the
crazy.
rocks. I probably wouldn't have done this big of a thing if we
Yeah.
just broken up.
Yeah, not good. If this is the same boyfriend and somehow the two of you reconciled, it may be that he's already checked out of the relationship and thought of spending 10 days in his dream country with you. When issues aren't sorted out yet and the two of you aren't exactly in the best place, is more stressful than exciting. Not for commenting, Ogu also says, if she leaves out such vital info, how the heck can she get good advice? It's so obviously the explanation. Static Caravan says, "So did you break up or were you lying on your previous post?" OP responds, "I posted a comment and he broke up with me like an hour after he said that he wanted to break up, but less than 24 hours than that, he calmed down from his breakdown and regretted everything. So no lying here." So they didn't break up. Someone
Okay.
thought
Okay,
they
but
did
probably
from that
not
point.
in a great place still.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen him get really excited when playing new games, etc., but it's weird. If I'm excited about something, he hardly ever is. And as I was excited to tell him, it's typical that he didn't respond in the same manner. Before this, he was absolutely fine and talking to me like normal, which is what made it feel weird because he seemed to almost shut down when being told. We aren't rich at all. He does make more money than me, but we aren't flushed with cash at all. He is very much not the type of person that plans anything. In his words, he is a very content person that does not think on things unless they are put in front of him, and he likes that I think of all of these wonderful things for us to do together. So normally date nights, small breaks, even what we eat is down to me getting as much info as I can from him and then filling in the gaps where he doesn't say anything. It's a lot of effort.
Is he even talking to you?
Great question.
Are you even having conversations?
The thing is, though, I don't expect him to be on my level at all, as I'm a bubbly person, but he seems less excited about this, despite me booking exactly where he has said he's wanted to go, compared to even the last day I took him on, a winter wonderland nighttime walk around Birmingham Botanical Gardens. That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just really thrown me, as he hasn't been this disinterested in something I've planned ever. Yet, it's exactly what he has said he has wanted. And we do have an update. Do we have any thoughts before we roll into that?
I don't know. It seems
Yeah.
like you guys have maybe some unresolved issues. That's my only thought.
Yeah. Like that one commenter said something that I was kind of thinking of too, of like maybe he's just checked out of the relationship. Like
That's what it feels like.
Even if they didn't previously break up, maybe he has kind of thought about it again.
Well, the fact that he said it
yeah.
and then went back on it, I feel
Right.
like he might be
And we don't
thinking
know-
about it.
Yeah. And we don't know all the info on that, but that could definitely be possible. And he's just like avoiding it and being like, yeah. So excited. It's kind of like how I feel like at my job. Like at my other job, like I'm like gonna put my 2 weeks in like tomorrow, and we're talking about like plans for the future, and I'm like, yeah, that's really cool.
So great. I love it.
I love it. Awkward. People, it's Christmas. I've been with my family enjoying it and not on my phone. I have an update, but first I want to point out 2 months ago my boyfriend finally stood up to his mother. As a result, she disowned him. He had an utter breakdown and he went on a self-destructive rampage that included him breaking up with me with the excuse that he can't handle my disability. This lasted for less than 24 hours before he calmed down and regretted everything. I understand how he got to the point he did, and I don't hold it against him. For people to almost find joy in finding a comment when I was beside myself is really odd. You can judge me and him all you want for this, but I stand by him as I've witnessed his mother's firsthand. So my actual update. He rang me before I had the chance to sit him down as he went for a drive for a bit whilst I went to see my parents. He is feeling it a lot with not seeing his family this Christmas. He needed to drive around to calm himself down. And on top of this, he has let me know that one of the 2 times that he went abroad was a nasty ex that basically shamed and belittled him the entire trip because she paid for it all. Okay, interesting. So when I said I got him a holiday, he had kind of a flashback of that, but he's basically apologized and is already saying what he's excited to do when we get there.
And that, you know what?
Exactly. Communication. We get more context.
Yeah,
we
learned
understand.
he's not checked out of the relationship. He was just having flashbacks to another relationship.
Thank you all for taking the time to respond, whether it was to support or to offer a different viewpoint. Merry Christmas to all. But that's the end of the story. Wow. But, I mean, by the way, you can always find more episodes with full stories just like this one. You could go to your favorite podcast app, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you want, and search OK Storytime. We'll be there for you. But
true.
again, that is the end of the story.
Yeah. Well, props
Wow.
to you for having the conversation that you needed to have and figuring it out.
Yes.
No, you get to go to Rome, man.
Yes. Enjoy it.
Go to Rome.
Enjoy
You know what?
it.
Go to Rome. Krishna 13, great Indian place.
Oh, really?
Excellent Indian food.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Rome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think best Indian food I've ever had.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Or maybe one of the best.
Wow. Comment below if you've been there.
Yeah, Krishna 13. I think that's what it's called.